right, guys, we're out here at a brand new location for me. Never been here before. I'm talking Brimstone in Tennessee. So we're out here to do some big stuff. Riding, obviously, you can see the Pro R in the background. Went in for a little break-in cruise last night. You can see it's already muddy. Great condition, love it. Did a good job out there. But the main purpose of being here today, you guys are gonna like this, we're comparing some units. So obviously we've got my new Pro R Ultimate. We got a couple other interesting units that I think you guys are going to like too. So basically we're just gonna see which one does the best out here in Brimstone. Never been here before. Got some interesting characters that came out here to participate in this challenge with me. We'll take a look at what we got here right now. Boom, Pro R, you know the deal. 2025 Pro R Ultimate. And then I've never seen one of these in person before. We got the CA Technologies guys here with us. I participated in some shenanigans with them. What do we got here, Tyler? What is this unit? Tell me about it. It's yours.
Yeah, this is the new Segway Supervillain. It's a 2.0 turbo, fairly new, especially to the US. There's very few of these in the US. So we got hooked up with Segway to do things with our race program next year. So we're gonna kind of beat the crap out of it in the off season and see how it does first.
Good deal. And then in addition to this unit, which here's some specs on this thing. We've got a unit that a lot of people wanted me to get, that a lot of people thought I was gonna get, that I disappointed a lot of people by not getting. Yeah. Got the new Maverick R XRC. This thing's a beast. It looks great in person. I've heard a lot of good things about these things. I've also heard some not good things about these, namely this piece of equipment down here. That's kind of what deterred me from buying this thing. So I'm hard on things. I've heard some people that are hard on things have some problems with those. You know what that is? Some people might say that's a DCT. I see that as $6,000. So
it's great.
At the end of the day, didn't end up with this unit, but you guys got one of these to design some parts for it. We had a nice little group chat going with Eric, who's not here yet. I don't know if that's who just rolled up. Yeah, this thing's supposed to be the big dog. So unfortunately, this thing's on 35s. We're at a bit of a disadvantage. So my suggestion was we should have swapped these things out for 32s prior to him rolling up. We didn't do that. Tough break on us. Also, these machines are supposed to be bone stock, and this thing rolls up here with freaking aftermarket grill in it, you know, aftermarket bumper, aftermarket guards on the inner fenders. I think this thing should be disqualified, honestly, but you know what? We're still going to go out there and compare these units.
Well,
so
I heard somebody had to buy a winch because theirs didn't come from the factory one.
Whatever, dude. I ain't here to hear that. Anyways, so you guys know the deal on this. 240 horsepower, DCT, Rotax engine. It's a big dog, so I've never seen one of these XRCs in person, so this thing looks pretty sweet. I think this thing's going to be tough to beat out here, but I've got this unit right here. It's done a lot of damage historically to, well, my wallet and other people's pride. So we're going to see how that stacks up out here. What do you think? Segway man?
I don't know.
Scooter McGee?
It's hard to say.
Scooter
Obviously,
McGavin?
This thing is designed around rocks on the East Coast, so it's going to be pretty hard to beat out here, especially with the cheater tires.
And that dude just rolls up here when it's time to go. He ain't even been here. Unreal. Never figured out the trials and tribulations that we had to go through last night. Clean machine. What's your deal, man?
Show up when the work's done.
Typical.
Different tax brackets.
Polaris RZR Pro R pushing 1,000 horse. 3-foot clearance, brother, on 29's course. Riding through the trails of Brimstone on a Segway.
out 35s. Oh. Show off. Just your classic show off.
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm gonna say we've put roughly 20 miles on these units so far. Give me your first impressions on the Segway. What do you think? What's it doing good? What could be improved? What do you think?
It definitely needs 35s. A little nervous about the stock skid plate and bottoming out on some of this stuff, but it climbs really good. I was pretty impressed with how it climbs. I don't like that it limits the throttle when you're in diff lock, but if you hold the override switch, probably not recommended. That goes away. So not so bad.
Power feel good? I mean, what do you
Power's
think
great.
about power? Yeah.
It's super quick, super nimble, jumps great. It doesn't try to buck the rear end or anything like that. Significantly faster than the Polaris or the Maverick R, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, we can find that out. Fafo, as they say. Pro R, good things about this. Power's on point. I've known that, been pretty happy with that. Suspension feels super plush out here. It is a wide unit for sure, but I haven't had that become any sort of disadvantage as of yet. Haven't got stuck on anything because of the width. Very nimble steering, super responsive on this. Love that. Cons, definitely need a good old conventional rear view mirror. So it's got the rear camera and stuff, but there's nothing quite like being able to glance up at the rear view and see who's behind you. That could be improved. As Tyler said, 35s, it's going to be required for sure. Not super sure about these tires. I'm going to blame that on it taking 2,000 attempts to get over that little section that we just did there. Outside of that, there's some clunks going on in the back. Not super sure what that might be. Might need a nut and bolt this thing, but we got big changes coming for it in terms of suspension anyway, so we can address that at a later time. Overall, good unit. Been listening to trap music as we've been cruising through here. Love that. All right, how about that Maverick R? What you think so far?
It's done good so far. I'm just kind of staying in the back of the pack and trying to stay out of the mud, but I mean, climbing, I'm ready to get some more climbing stuff so we can see how it does. But so good, you know, it's good so far. 35s really help. The power's good. Lower gear than the, you know, the two-seater. The RC's got the four-seater transmission, so that's better. But overall, good. So we'll see how the day goes.
Good deal. I'm jealous of your rear view mirror. I was just saying I could use one of those in mine.
Yeah, you can see out of it, so that helps.
Yeah. This is a steep unit. Oh boy, oh, whoa. Don't bring a scooter to a side-by-side fight, that's all I'm saying.
I don't know. You know, did you hear it when it took off a minute ago? It sounded like a spaceship.
All right, the supervillain is gonna try to climb this villainous, I don't know what you want to call this, hill, wall? He just tried running into that stump, almost destroyed his oil pan. That was my eye, holy smokes. Close.
That's better.
Close. What'd you do different on that one?
I put it in climb mode and didn't lock the diff.
Okay.
I still have to put it in neutral to roll back though. Better.
Because it'll just hang there if you don't put it in neutral, or what do you mean?
It won't roll back if you don't put it in
Okay.
neutral. You have to put your foot on the brake and smack it in neutral. Where like an X3 or something, you can just pop it in a hurry. So I don't know if it'll do it any better.
More speed? I don't know.
More speed, I like that. It's a good idea.
Give it one more try. Oh, you're not supposed to say that.
It looks good.
Has plenty of torque. I like the climb mode. It feels like it gradually pours in the power, where when you take off in race mode, it just automatically spins all 4 tires. It seems like much more linear in climb mode.
Yeah, where are you gonna go once you get to the top? Yeah.
I looked at that on that one.
I'm like, all right, where am I gonna go? And I was like, man, I don't know where I'm gonna go.
I don't think anybody's been much past where I was. No. I guess you'll figure it out when you get up there.
All right, Mav R. This is where this unit shines, stuff like this, I feel. Big Dog 35s. I don't know where he's gonna go once he gets to the top, but figure that out in post, I guess. Wow.
That's way more fun to watch. That tree's gonna stop him.
It looks like he's there's a tree right behind that driver's rear. That's not good. Doing a broke dick check. I've been there. I get it. Wow, that's pretty cool, honestly.
That's a little more interesting to watch.
This one does a little better.
It does until it doesn't, and then you can pull $6,000 out.
Is that what he's trying to do? Find a new transmission up there?
I don't know. We haven't broken a 4-seater or an XRC trans yet,
Yeah.
so maybe they solved the problem. Kind of seems so. That was pretty aggressive.
That was. That looked really cool.
A lot of throttle input there. A lot of bouncing off that you feel like I underdid it.
Well, the cool thing is you can always retry it if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll probably go after you. Oh, damn it. He did break an axle.
Oh, no, he did?
Hey!
Hey!
Broken axle. What? On the passenger side.
It's broke?
Yeah.
I thought so.
The driver hit the tree.
That's brutal.
That's one thing I didn't bring was an axle.
That's brutal.
We only have 30 of them.
All right, guys, this broken axle moment is brought to you by Broke Dick Motorsports. Head on over to brokedickmotorsports.com. Pick yourself up some merch, some stickers, some CA Technologies parts. Whatever you got to do, head on over to brokedickmotorsports.com. Join the team. Glad to have you part of it. Dude, you're part of a rare situation where you break something before me.
Yeah.
That's honorable.
What had happened was pretty steep too.
I was just telling your wife how I feel guilty
Yeah.
for being a bad influence before you went up the hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
What winch comes on these?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't even know.
3500?
Think so. No, it's 45.
Oh, okay. What winch do you think comes on the Segway? Whatever, like, motor size they use in the scooters, or?
No, it's probably the. You ever seen the little kids' toys where the little helicopter, you press a button and zoom, it takes off? That's probably what they put in them.
Axles in your Mav R.
You need to have some sort of power to break this stuff.
Yeah,
you don't
that's kind of the thing, exactly.
That's brutal. Bent and broke. Holy smokes. That's a doozy. This right here is why we put the winch on mine. Not that I'm going to do this because, well, just not. Ah, that thing just poked me in my leg. That's brutal. Also, climbing this by foot, not enjoyable. That's rough. Not a good place to be in. Not fun. Yeah, he's starting to get a little off camber. It's kind of drifting to the right as he's trying to climb and pull it out of there. It's tough. Keep saying it, but not a good spot you want to be in. This is rough.
But
This is a rough one.
in hindsight, whenever I came to this little juncture, I probably should have just kept going straight, minding my business.
Yeah. Nice guy.
Segway's good.
This is a long way down. I don't know where this leads to up here, but it's just kind of more of the same. Looks like you might be able to turn around over in that area yonder, but not fun.
I wonder what racing on the East Coast is like for a co-driver. This is pretty much it. It's just like a 9 to 5.
You're killing the game.
Yeah, super fun.
This is not a fun turn right here. Lead winch technician.
I can't help but feel a little at fault here.
I can't help but think that you should feel at fault here.
Oh, brutal. Yeah, let's break another one. I've not rode with another Maverick R since I broke that first one I drove.
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, it's more of the same, you know the deal.
Try that again. What? Try it again. Here it comes.
Remember that one Weird Al song, They See Me Rolling, where they talk about rolling on a Segway?
Yeah.
Not really a fitting time to play it, but
Segway axles are good.
I think at this point I'm going to sub in an AI-generated Mav R DCT song, rap. Let's just listen to that for a second.
Bending axle, climbing up the hill, tires slinging mud all up on the grill. DCT gon' die, making me cry. Brand new can of Maverick, running for its rules, trying to catch me in traffic. Can of Maverick, tried to jump a hill.
Well, I would say less than half the battle's done. We got up here, but
Hey, wait.
getting down is going to be the tough deal.
Not spinning. I can pull you.
Dude, you hear that? You hear that?
Yeah.
That training ain't sounding too training like.
Hold on. Sounds like, what is that? What's the old Ford minivan? Windstar. Sounds like
Oh,
a
yeah.
Windstar transmission.
Yeah. Out of fluid. Give
Yeah.
him some Type F. Oh, that was a Type
that was
FU.
deserved. Yeah, that was deserved.
Well, found a little bit of a shortcut.
1860 fingers.
Good driving.
Oh, we have to go down. Luckily, I'm wearing wet hey dudes for some reason.
Yeah, max traction there. I might just roll. We had to stop again. Unfortunately, more problems with the Maverick R. What happened here? Looks like we've got some rubbage in some areas that shouldn't be rubbing. Axle on the lower control arm. What happened? Bashed a rock?
Yeah. We bashed a rock pretty hard. We lost the axle in the right rear, and so now we're 3-wheel pilling it. So I got to send it a little bit harder on everything, and We center.
That's rough. Can you see where
Yeah,
you
right
hit?
here. Oh no, so there's the bend in the arm, right there. You can see it bowed out right there.
Yeah.
You can see the big old crease. But yeah, it was that big rock ledge down there. I just centered it, and it was over halfway the tire, so it was nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing it could have done. Oh well.
Well, fortunately, I think you know some dudes that build those.
I think I know somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah.
That knows somebody. So
So,
what to call them?
If you got a Maverick R, just go ahead and put the CA Technologies lower control arms on your Mav R before this happens to you. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, we're back at camp. The Mav R, it's done. So Eric's leaving because he broke it. He had to. We kicked him out. That's just how it goes. So didn't really give a in-depth shot of how bad this is, but you can see how much that lower control arm is wearing on the axle because of how far this is shifted over. We showed you up there, didn't show you down there. Look how bad that is tweaked right there. Zoom in. Super bent, folded over, sucker's done. So that's a bad deal there. It's also why you have a job. Look at this guy. See you later, dork. Anyways, how's this thing doing? What do you think of this thing?
I mean, it has all its axles. Control arms are good.
It's going back out.
Happy.
We're going back out.
It does need fuel.
Yeah.
It's significantly worse on fuel.
I was thinking about this. I've known that mine was going to be terrible on fuel, but this is basically same displacement engine with a turbo.
With a turbo.
I mean,
And
think
it
about
makes
that.
turbo noises, so it makes you want to be on the gas even more. So yeah, it's like 8% left, and the Mav R is still sitting at 3/4 of a tank. You're at 15%.
Yeah, 18 or 15, something like that.
Yeah.
Thirsty. She's thirsty. So this thing's held up pretty good. Granted, you know, I'll give the Mav R some credit. It did go up that hill, right?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even try it, so I'm not going to dog it too much. But at the same time, I don't feel like that arm should have folded where it did. So
No, that's what we're for. We know the stock arms are kind of like a fusible link for the car to keep you from destroying anything else, but who wants that?
Yep.
That's what insurance is for. So buy good control arms.
Yep, CA Technologies, you know the deal. So this thing's been it's been mint. I've had a couple times where the steering's kind of got ripped out of my hands, and the power steering lights came on. That's fixed by your classic key cycle, so no big deal there. And then sometimes it's hard to shift, so I'll be doing some clutching upgrades to this thing, so that'll take care of that hopefully, or we can address it once we're at that point. But yeah, did you say you had the gold suspension for this ready to go?
We could probably work something out.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
It'd be a lot cooler if you broke something and then needed it versus just giving it to you because I feel sorry for you. Okay.
Yeah, we can talk about that in post. We can discuss that offline, but we're gonna go get some gas, and then we're gonna head out. The sun's setting. We've got roughly hour-ish before the sun sets, so likely gonna be some terrible night footage, but you know, so far had a really good time here. Would definitely like to come back. Seems like a giant place. Good riding.
It's a good place to hopefully get some riding time in without destroying everything. Well, for most people.
Yeah.
Without destroying everything, and like wind rock and stuff that's kind of a little bit more hardcore. So hopefully we can find something to get into the rough stuff soon.
All right, we made it home. It's the following weekend. Had a great trip down there at Brimstone. Definitely want to go back. I was super impressed with the Pro R, and we made some jokes about it. The Segway Supervillain did extremely well. Some quirks that I would probably iron out if I was them before releasing this thing officially. But overall, Tough Machine basically went everywhere this thing did for the most part. The Maverick R, as you could see by the video, let's just say I'm pretty content with the decision I made in purchasing the Pro R. So we'll leave that at that. Good thing for CA Technologies, they make some sweet parts to prevent that lower control arm issue from happening again. And if you need any CA Technologies parts, get a hold of me. I'll get you set up and make sure your rig doesn't have that happen to it when you go out and ride. So appreciate your guys' support in this matter. A lot of cool things coming up. I got a pile of parts right here for the Pro R that's going to be going on soon. I got to take it to the car wash and wash it off a little bit better. I spent about an hour on it here, cleaning it up to get it into the state it's in, but it needs to be a lot better for me to want to work on it. So I'll address that in the coming weeks, and we'll get these parts thrown on and bring you guys along the way. So appreciate you guys supporting this matter. I'm going to leave you with some night riding video that we did, and hope you enjoy it.
Bigger than your tire. That rock's at the top of your tire, and it. Back up a foot or two. Back up a foot or two. All right, cut it to the right. Try that. Winch it.
Yeah. Well, is there any chance if I try again?
Maybe if you hit it a little bit harder, it'll do it. You're almost over it.
Do I got any traction up there?
Yeah, I mean, both your fronts are on the ground.
Can I back up any more?
Yeah, you come back about 2 feet or so on this side.
Yeah, I'm on the edge.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
All right.
Try to race.
Whoa. If you can come over towards us, about 6 inches, there's a crevice.
That's what I can try and get you there a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
How hung up am I?
You got clearance, I think. Yeah, you got clearance right now.
That goes straight back or what?
Yeah, keep going back a little. Okay. Turn right and try to come up. Yeah, if you zoom in a little bit, it looks
You need to come right more?
That's pretty much it. You just got to hit it if it's going to go. tire was on the root.
Okay.